technology. Okay. By the way, weekly deal drops all end on Sunday. Take advantage of that. Okay. The chat is asking where he's at. I feel like we broke up because he hasn't come on my show in a little while. Are you have the tablet? Chad Allen. You know what is the best thing to have when you get into your house is a nice ceiling fan, right?
Good morning.
It rotates the air.
It does.
It cools you down.
It does.
But it's expensive.
Hi.
And you only have like one place in the house where there's a ceiling fan. Chad Allen and Bell+Howell said, why? What if I could take every single place you can screw in a light bulb and make that into a ceiling fan? Now, I have seen these out in the market.
What'd you see?
3 speeds.
Yeah.
And then I thought my card was wrong because Chad said, I want to come to HSN and give you 5 speeds.
Yep.
We're going
to
give you the light in 3 different modes. I'm going to give you the remote. And oh yeah, you put this on sale. $20 off?
Yeah.
This is because you've been away from me for a while. You wanted to do something nice.
Exactly right. I was taking some time off to enjoy my Florida sunshine. You know these wind spinners, I brought one of these because 5 speeds, now this will spin. You know what it's like. You have these outside in the real wind, they don't even go. This goes, okay? This is a 5-speed socket fan. You just need any regular standard socket. Now that you know it works, I'm going to show you the installation here because it works like any regular light socket. You already have a light bulb there.
Yeah.
So why not enhance that light bulb by making it LED technology so it's not burning off as much energy. But that little light socket screw that you're used to seeing is built right in there. If that's too short, we give you 2 extenders. You could add those extenders to it if you want to. I don't need that right here, obviously, because I'm right next to the socket. But if you have can lighting or recessed lighting that goes up into your ceiling, you can use those 2 included sockets. All you're going to do is just screw that in. You want to touch the light bulb because your fan blades will always just move. I flip that light switch like I've always done. When I go down to the basement or up to the attic or into the garage or the shed, I flip that light switch, right? And the light comes on. Same thing works with the fan. Now you do get a remote control included which has a bracket, so you can mount that bracket next to your light switch if you want to. And then you have a fan button and a light button. And so I'm going to turn that light off so you can actually see the remote control. And so you have 3 different light settings with the bottom button, 5 different fan settings with the fan button. So you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and crank it up as high as you want. There's the off and the on, and again, you can mount this bracket so you always know where it's at. But when you get it home, I don't want anybody to be surprised, okay? And so you're gonna have your middle part, and then you have 4 blades. It's no tools required. You don't call for an electrician, you don't call for help. They pop on, and they don't come back off unless you know how to do it like I do. But when you put them on the first time, that's the last time you have to put them on. There's 3 locking mechanisms that make it click, and then you choose whether you put the extenders on or not. And again, we're giving you those 2 of them, and then you screw it in like any standard light bulb. But here's what I know, Tina. Bathroom.
Yep.
Garage.
Kitchen.
Shed, kitchen. But it's summertime, and you're talking at the attic. If you can create the movement air in your attic, your whole house will stay cooler. I always joke my buddies, as much as I love them, they spent over $10,000 because they have a huge home. And to get those installed attic fans, it's literally a thing, an attic fan. I had no idea what it actually was. The people came out, workers, electricians, installation people. They spent over I said, what is the purpose of this? And they said to keep the air moving upstairs. I said, you gotta be joking.
Did you walk in with your box?
They know I have this. Yeah, exactly.
You're like, Papa. By the way, did you see the guy in the garage? Who has a ceiling fan in a garage?
No, you can't.
That guy does because he's hot. He's working on the car or doing a project. It's hot out there. Ceiling fan, but we're not removing the light element. We're not only still giving you the light after you unscrew that old school light bulb, but now we're giving you 3 levels of light. Everything is better, right? If you were looking at that video and you're like, 2 in a kitchen, said no one ever, because that's wiring, that's electricians, that's buying 2. Fans alone, really expensive ceiling fans if you go and look at them. This is powerful. This is the perfect size to go anywhere, whether it's in like a small bathroom, it's in the attic, it's in the basement, wherever. It's $60 normally. To be honest, that's a good price. You did us a deal.
Yeah, $60 for a ceiling fan?
That's what I'm saying.
$60 for an LED energy efficient light?
Light?
Yes, that doesn't burn out, lasts for 50,000 hours, never needs to be replaced.
And outside, look at this. Okay. $39.99, but I will tell you right now, very limited. I think we have about 900 of these to go around.
Period.
Period. And by the way, when people buy this, always multiples.
Yes. Yes, and then the reviews even talk about, some of those reviews that talk about you came back for a second. Like you bought one, you weren't sure. When you got it home, you understood, which we all do.
Yeah.
You can install like a fan in 10 seconds by just screwing it into a light bulb. We love to show you this not a pinwheel, this wind spinner, because it's made of metal, it's heavy, it's not plastic or anything like that. It takes a lot of breeze outside to move these. So think about the wind speed you can get inside your house. By the way, this is not even on 5. I mean, look, there's 1. Let's see if I can get it. Barely will move, right? There's 2, kicks up a little more. If you have a personal summer, you crank that onto 5. We get cold in the studio here. There's 5. Look, it's spinning faster than I think even your TV screen can keep up with. And you know these because you have these in your yard. But here's the big point. If you can keep the air moving, your house will stay cooler. Your HVAC system will work more efficiently. Gemma Kent always talks about with her Dyson air purifiers. If you can move the air, you can clean the air, right? Things we've learned for years and years. Now technology has changed and you can have a ceiling fan and a light socket, because here's the difference. If we can lower the lights maybe in just a second, I want to show my side and Tina's side.
Okay.
But here's the thing. You're already going to have this, right?
Right.
You're already going to have a light bulb there. And now you can have this. Well,
You were like, we're going to stay on that
I just
side.
love Rebecca. And so this light bulb is already going to be there. Your light socket isn't empty, I don't think, right? And so now if you go from this to having a standard light socket, which this is hot, I can't touch this.
Yeah.
And in the summertime, I don't want more heat, versus energy efficient LED technology. Getting the fan included is a bonus. I'll put my arm on both sides. Even the light is so much better. Do I want my attic or my basement or my garage to look like this?
Yeah.
Or to be dark and dingy like this? It makes a huge difference when you open that garage door for that 2-car garage and you have this light to light your path, and the snow and the ice when you pull your car into that garage, and now you can see what's on the ground before you step out because it's very dark. In the same respect, when you get out those decorations in the attic, this can be that light for you, but it's the air circulation. And by the way, the fan is going, I could turn that light off. The fan can go without the light, and then there's low, medium, and then the 1,000 lumens of light. Before we turn the lights back up, I just wanted you to see 1,000 lumens fills up an entire area all the way around. Incandescent light bulb needs replaced and throws out 80% of its energy and heat all the way around it. So you're not even getting what you're paying for. This will last you at least 50,000 hours.
And oh, by the way, those extenders, if you need it a little bit lower, or if you have those recessed lighting where you can't, it's kind of needs a little extension to come down, we gift that to you. So you're getting 2 of those pieces of extenders, the remote as well. I was thinking about, you and I always talk, we do a lot of fans, but we're always talking about—
Do a lot of talking?
Yeah, we do a lot of talking. But you know how we're always talking about, you get out of the shower and it's so hot in there, and I've always put a fan on my counter because I'm melting, I'm hot, I'm trying to put my stuff on my face, my makeup, whatever it is. If I could just have a fan up here, but that was never an option for all these years, right? To put a ceiling fan in your bathroom, but that's genius, right? It's hot in there because of the shower. It's also one of those, again, moving that air, it just always feels so trapped in there. You open the door, you're trying to get like everything out of there. You can put one in your bathroom. You could have multiples in your kitchen. Oh, one of the reviewers was talking about putting like a few in the living room.
Because you can.
Because you can now.
Every light socket.
Wherever there's light, make it a better light, a better version of the light. Now 3 levels of light. And if you're like, yeah, Tina, I already saw this one. It was out at the store.
Not the
I saw
same.
it. It's not the same.
I'm
Even though
Bell+Howell.
it says Bell+Howell.
Not the same. We sell them to all the stores, I know. Not this one. This is a 5-speed deluxe. And by the way, Tina, we talk about the 5-speed. We didn't put like 1 and then 1.5 to like do a trick with you. No, it's the 3 that are in the regular stores plus 2 more additional above it to give you the highest powered socket fan Bell+Howell's ever made. And we have made no more for the rest of the year. We're working on our, Christmas stuff now. That's what happens in retail. Our fans are already bought, already purchased, already selling in all the stores. And by the time July or August rolls around, we'll be selling different things. Fans will be done, right? Different season. Fall clothing will be happening. And you can do this all by yourself. No tools needed, no tools to assemble it. You're just popping these little fan blades on just like this. That's all you have to do. They lock with 3 locking mechanisms on the back. Of course, I can get them off. You won't be able to. If you can go and tug and pull, they won't come off. And then all you're going to do is screw this into any standard light socket. And Tina pointed it out. If you have recessed or can lighting, you can screw the extenders on But adding a second or a third into your kitchen, into your bathroom, into your sunroom, your attic, of course. Attics and basements usually only have one light socket anyway.
Yep.
So you might as well have the brightest light you can with different settings and include the fan, because you could turn the light off and always have that fan going, which I definitely recommend to keep the air circulation going inside your house, whether the basement or the attic. Just let it run.
Yeah.
Let it go all by itself. But when you go to maneuver through your home, you don't have to do anything different.
Right.
If I go to walk up to the attic and I'm used to flipping that switch, I flip that switch. The light comes on, the fan will come right back on too. It has a memory built in. So it always knows what you wanted to do the last time. It's like, well, when they turn the switch back on, they probably want that again, right? And so you're able to do that. But if you don't have the remote control, not a big deal. You're used to flipping that switch, keep doing that. But just upgrade it, right? Give it a try. It's not gonna get colder for the next few months, it's gonna get warmer. Excuse me, and July 4th is coming up. People might be coming over. You could put one of these in the entryway because the door will keep opening to keep that breeze going. And then after everyone leaves, you can move this to a different room. You're not permanently setting this anywhere.
Yeah.
You wanna put it in one space today and one space tomorrow. You wanna take it into the RV because you have a light socket there.
Light socket.
You can absolutely do that. You can even get on any sort of store or website and find extension cords with sockets at the end.
Yeah.
You can have a socket basically anywhere you want it. But what I know is Bell+Howell's been around 117 years. We're in 99 countries now. HSN was our first ever TV shopping partner, so we're really proud. We did not make any more of these, and we're not bringing any more of these in for this year.
Oh, this is it?
Yeah.
Like really it?
Well, fan season's ending. By the time, I joke, by the time
Chad
July
said,
comes around, we got...
fan season is ending.
It's ending, right? We're gonna have Christmas trees popping up pretty soon, I think.
I know!
But
You
when
know
it's
what's so
hot,
funny?
you
When
won't
you
have
took
it.
a break,
Yeah, I took a break, I did.
you need to let me know when you're gonna take a break.
Sabbatical.
I was wondering, you said sabbatical. I was like, is Chad gonna come back? Because fan season's about to end. Like, we need to get another one in here. Only a few hundred left. Everybody's buying multiples of this. Don't be one of the people that buys one, tries it out at home, and then you get it home and then they're sold out. If you're even thinking about two, throw it on a flex pay. $8 to get it home. And by the way, that 5 Flex ends tonight. Jared triple checks
wow.
for me. I don't know what it is tomorrow.
I don't
It's
have
not
any more
5.
scheduled airings anyway. So they were like, Tina's gonna be done with it in her show.
This is so funny.
I got other great things this week. Even with you, I'm thinking I'm back tomorrow.
Are you with me next week? Can you try to make sure you are?
I am.
Okay, be with me next week.
They told me I had enough days off.
No more for you.
Bye.
Come with me. I've got a 3 and 3. Oh, let me sit here.